is one of the most dangerous roads in Britain, and this is one of the worst driveways I've ever seen.
Now in the UK, there is 17.9 million homes with drives. Now that does sound a lot. However, there is 41 million licensed vehicles on the road. So as you can imagine, there is a huge demand for adding driveways to properties. But not only does it give you extra space in front of your house, it can actually add up to 10% on your property value, which is huge. Now, although Chris did have a driveway, as you can see, it was absolutely shocking. And not only that, when he was reversing into oncoming dangerous traffic, it was becoming a hazard for him and his family. So let's change that.
Oh, they've got a ring doorbell. How you doing? Hang on, you alright? Pleased to meet you. Did you know when you was on the live today? Because you was on live, weren't you?
Yeah, I was on the live,
yeah. Did you have a clue?
No.
Should we start tomorrow?
The plan. Now this is Chris's current driveway and he is finding it extremely difficult to back off the drive into oncoming traffic. So what we are going to do is open the driveway up so we can get more cars hopefully on the drive.
Right, we've measured up and it's around 50 square metres, but we need some light and we need some dry weather. So we'll see you in 3, 2. And the problem is I've only got around £12,000 to complete this project. If I'm going to do 30 projects up and down the country this year, I need to keep things tight.
Now as you know, my journey with resin hasn't been the easiest one. So we went back to school at the Resin Mill and we teamed up with Matt, and thankfully he's going to help me out on this project. So now it is finally time to turn this miserable driveway into a new shiny one, but before we do that, we need to do the dig out.
That's well too early.
Delivery's here actually. Yeah, we're just excavating first of all, so we'll excavate, preparing for the grab to come up and collect all the material and drop the stone down. So this is where everything gets really revealed. We know a lot more about the job once we've peeled it all back.
Matt, is it a problem? Is it a problem that this is here well too early?
No, what is it?
The blocks, grit
Let's
sand.
have a pump down here. We'll deal with it.
Yeah. If you could just stick them in the front of the wall, that'd be great. Well too early, but it'll do. It's better than being early. Better than being late.
Now once all our block had arrived for our edgings, Matt set to work on digging down a minimum of 200mm ready for our Type 3 permeable stone.
Right, we've got an issue, and the issue is when we've ordered the pavers or the edgings, they've sent little slivers, 15 to 20mm slivers. Now, they're not going to work for the driveway because of how slim they are. If the vehicles will keep going over and over and over and over, eventually, as much prep work we try to do, they might pop off. So we're going to swap these for some charcoal block pavers. We're going to put them in soldier, but we need to swap now. Now, in total, we've spent about 791 quid on this material right here. So I'm hoping that we save a little bit of money by swapping these out, because these are a natural stone and we're putting in like a concrete pressed block paver. First, we're not going to let this first bump of the road deter our beautiful progress this morning. Let's pray to God.
So we've excavated the concrete now, so we're keeping that separate from the lawn, which we're going to dig up in a minute.
Why have we stopped?
Well, just because we're going to separate the two kind of, the grab wagons want to keep the turf separate to the concrete.
Oh, right, so they want the rubble separate.
So they can process it at their end.
And recycle it normally, innit? So what's the next stage? Is it now waiting on the grab?
Yeah, so
do you want to ring the grab, see if it can come early?
We might have to have a word with Taff about that. I'd leave it. If it's going to come for 12, let's have it come for 12.
We'll leave it for 12?
Yeah, I'd rather it be a little bit late than too early.
Yeah.
Because once the grab comes, he picks this, and then Taff will quickly kind of regulate the whole ground and
I just realised something. Are we ahead of target?
Calm down.
No, this is the first ever job I've been ahead of target. Get up. That thing on the website's incredible, isn't it? You can take a picture of your house and you can...
The what do we call it? Not the simulator.
Yeah, it basically shows you what your driveway would kind of look like.
Driveway simulator.
Driveway simulator on their website, which it'll be on the screen now. So check it out. And then, do you do all over the country?
Yeah, up and down the country.
Oh, there we go.
We predominantly work in Birmingham, but we do work up and down the country.
Yes, for the first time ever, we got something right. And that was pretty much down to Matt. With his help and planning, we really did make good headway. That was until Matt ordered the wrong block for the job. I'm going to put him under the bus. He ordered the wrong block, so they had to come out, swap them over. That's the story that I'm going with.
This truck here, because Mark's ordered the wrong blocks, so they're switching them.
So the new blocks have arrived, classic charcoal block pavers, but we've got a slight issue. We've still got a load of here. So the grab is on its way. Issue I've got is, I think there might be more than one grab and they're 340 quid, which is going to hit my budget that I didn't want it to. So once the grab arrives, we can then assess whether we need another one. We have got 10 ton of stone coming as well. So if you come over here, if you're like Fred the Weatherman back in the day, over here, we've got a big hole. So Taff has dug a big hole for him to start putting the stone there because the wagon's got 10 ton on it. I think, at the top of my head, I think you can get around about 18 ton in a wagon. Might be wrong, we'll ask him when he gets here, but fingers crossed we don't need 2 grabs and we can save a little bit on budget.
Now, while we're speaking about budget, let's talk about the stone. So we ordered 10 ton of 20mm permeable stone. That ended up being £470 plus VAT. So £47 a ton plus VAT.
Yeah, so we've ordered a second grab now. We thought we was going to try and get away with one, but we didn't. Frog bricks. Senor Frog. We didn't. So what we're doing now is we're just tittering and tattering before we need the second grab.
Now this isn't going too well for my budget. We had 2 grabs, which means a total of £680 plus the dreaded VAT. God, I hate VAT.
Right, we're just getting all our stone in for the job, so I just thought I'd give you a quick evaluation of what we have spent so far of our budget of £12,000. So straight away we've got £150 for our machine hire, we've got £740 for all our block work, sand and cement, our grid and our membrane. We have then got £470 for our permeable subbase with 2 grab hires at £680. We have also got a day's labour for 4 men at £200, gives us £2,840. I think that's quick maths, don't quote me on it. So we're going to get the rest of the stone in, we're going to re-evaluate the whole day and see where we get on. Now we're just getting the last little bits of stone in, and we've just realised the permeable concrete is coming at 2 o'clock tomorrow, which means we're against it.
We're against it. We've got a big day tomorrow. We've got a lot to do.
Yeah.
So we're all going to be well rested and
tomorrow's make or break.
Bang up for it. Everybody will be busy tomorrow.
We sure will.
Everybody will be busy tomorrow.
Can you believe that we've spent already £2,800?
Oh yeah, they eat it up. Jobs eat it up. Yeah,
it does. Yeah. Tomorrow will be the biggest, probably the biggest day.
Biggest project you've.
No, the biggest in regard to the chunk of the money. So we're trying to do this whole drive in under 12 grand.
Yeah. We should just about do that.
We should just about do it.
Now, it was our first time working with Matt and Resin Mill, but please go and show him some love in the comments because I truly would not have been able to complete this without him.
Well, I'm going to say I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to do some magic. Are you ready for this? You've not seen this yet, have you?
Go on.
And we're going to time travel. 3, 2. Good, damn it.
Yeah, it's quite good, yeah.
Now, today's the most important day of any day because already the back raining. I don't know if you can tell on camera. We've got to get all the key curbs in.
All the block work.
All the block
pin
work.
curbs.
Pin curbs.
Manhole. Step. We've got all this to do.
Permeable
and we've got a
concrete.
2 o'clock deadline. We're walking a fine line.
So cue the music, cue the time lapse. I'll speak to you at the end. Put on a red light. Let go. Ah! We did it, guys! Me eating cable. Hey, look at that! Solid as a rock. Yeah, mate, grab that.
So we're behind schedule.
No, it's just really tight. We've got the curbs in now and it's 10 to, and then we're going to start putting the blocks in. Oh no, yeah, he did. He said 12 o'clock, Matt. So now I'm going to get another job off Matt. In fact, I think he's given me a job. Cut this corner out so we can get the blocks into finished height, because it's just a bit of concrete here that's nipping it. So we'll do that and then I'll look to start getting the block work in.
Now it was time for me to install these KL curbs, so we cut out the stubborn bit of concrete, we got the mix on, and I got away with installing them just in time for our resin to be delivered from Resin Mill. Now the colour that we chose, not everyone would choose this for a drive because it's a lighter colour, but my god was it special. I cannot wait for you to see this one fully complete.
Last little bits now. Let me just see how much all the resin was. So the resin has arrived today. We've got 65 square metres of resin, all the bits and trimmings that come with it, and that works out at £2,000. So already today we're at about roughly £2,500 before labour. So with labour you're talking 3,000 something. I'll work it out a bit later on, but what's worrying is I think we're at about 7 in total and our budget's 12, and we're still waiting for the permeable concrete and we don't actually know how much that is, so fingers crossed we can make the budget. The steps in, I'm just going to give this a quick rinse now, quick rinse, and then Matt wants me to finish off the blocks just down there now. So Matt's going to scrape the stone back. I'm going to finish off the blocks. Fingers crossed we can get that done before the concrete arrives.
Now we all know when things are going extremely well, the inevitable happens. Things go wrong. Let me explain.
So is this going to be done before the concrete?
Yeah, I hope so, yeah. The thing is, I'd really want time on it to do like 45-degree cuts and make it look amazing, but we're just running out of time.
I'm asking you, I'm not trying to condescend. This is what you supply to other people who require porous concrete?
I've just been one for you.
For resin?
Aye. They put on top of
When you whack that, that's going to whack tight.
It's always been safe stuff since I started doing the permeable. No one's mentioned anything.
It's not like our permeable.
Like I don't really know much.
Permeable, but
I don't really know much about it. Really.
Yeah.
That's what we do to live
it's not
everything
even
else.
moving right, is it? Alright, yeah, we'll go with it. It will be permeable, there's no doubt about it.
It's not as good.
It doesn't look that permeable to me.
There's a lot of little fines. There's a lot. When we've had permeable from What Mix before, it comes like there or thereabouts 10 mil stones with concrete in it. Whereas this has a lot of fine. If you have a look at it, there's a lot of fine, like 2-3 mil stones. It will be permeable, just not as permeable as it should be.
Right, Right, everybody get a banner then, and let's just put the banners.
What do you suggest we do? Because he said he's been supplying 7 firms for the same stuff.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but
Yeah.
it's a low-grade screened aggregate, definitely.
Yeah.
We'll take his word for it that it's porous then.
Yeah.
Because if he puts too much water in this, it stops being porous. That's already the case when we've had the machine getting stuck and stuff. So.
Yeah, the machine keeps getting. Yeah, the machine keeps getting stuck, so he's having to wet it up.
We've ordered porous no fines concrete, so it has to be porous.
Yeah.
In his opinion, will it be porous tomorrow?
He's saying yes. Yeah. Sweet. All right, buddy. Cheers, mate. Cheers, pal. Oh, everything was running so smoothly, and we've had a little bit of a hiccup.
So while we're on the subject of positivity, let's talk about our budget. Or should I say lack of it now, thanks to the Permeable concrete at £1,044 plus the dreaded VAT. Now let's talk about Matt's fitness regime.
You're quite muscly, aren't you? Did you used to go to gym?
Never.
Have you?
Never.
Are you just a strong guy?
Just a strong
Naturally strong guy.
Good genetics like my mother.
I wish I had good genetics. One thing I do know that's pretty good. Concrete's in.
Concrete's in, yeah, we're
Concrete.
doing it now. I'm smiling.
Can we just take a screenshot of that smile? What is the next plan?
What the next plan? Just regulate, tidy up,
Regulators.
get the manhole in, level that, knock a bit of concrete out there.
Right, so why do we need to take that out? Because that goes up to there.
So the garage door goes to the lowest point. There's something we might have to do. I mean, this bit's a problem at the minute, but let's just get everything else done. There's always a solution to it.
Oh,
But
it's a solution.
yeah.
And that solution was crack on and get the work done.
So up to now, just for materials without wages, brings us to £6,538.39p. With wages, we are at £8,938.39p. That is what it's cost right now. We've still got 1 day left. So fingers crossed we can get it below that 10,000, which gives us a £12,000 job, including VAT. But we'll see tomorrow. Not done bad though, have a little look. We've not done bad. Right, are you ready for my magic trick? I'm going to show you it now. Right, ready? Oh, there's that a bit of precipitation. We are on the last day. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm very, very slightly stressed, but today is going to be magical because the concrete is cured. However, normally you would leave this a little bit more time to dry, but it looks right now, there's a slight bit of kind of moisture on the top, but we've not had the morning sun yet. We're still really early. So what we're going to do, we're going to assess it in an hour. Matt's going to have a look, and if we're good to go, we are good to go. But before we are at that point, there's a little bit more work to do. The sun is shining, the concrete is dry, the power float is going. So we're going to put some resin in it. That didn't rhyme that bit, but Matthew has a smile on his face. Give us your monkey sound again. I can't do any.
Big shout out to my boy Chicken Man that made me come up with this idea of creating a permeable grid. Get up! And we was actually getting somewhere for once.
He's just told me something that I've been wanting to get done for ages. I've had laser eye surgery.
You can't see it with the camera, but
I know, but this is really interesting for me. And I'm going to tell the audience.
yeah, best money you'll ever spend.
And how did it hurt you?
It hurts for about 5 minutes. You go to sleep, you wake up, you got perfect vision.
Oh right, okay. Do you have to stay out the light for so long? They've heard people saying you've got to stay indoors for like a week.
You've had a laser in your eye, so you're a bit
tender.
You're a bit tender for 24 hours.
And how bad was your eyes before that?
Well, like I say, I want to recognise my own mother across the street. I couldn't watch television without glasses, so contact lenses.
That's what I need.
Yeah.
I need to get. How much was it?
I think it was about. He's been giving me about my age all this time. He thinks he knows what's coming for him next when he looks at me.
The thing is, I mean, I don't mind that I'm getting old, it doesn't bother me. But whenever you see someone older, you wind them about their age. But now when people do it to me, I'm like, It does your head in because you know you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, you need that laser eye treatment. Yeah.
Yeah. And how much was it?
I think it was a couple of grand, cheaper than your teeth.
Yeah, I've not had my teeth done.
All right.
No, I've not. I've had my teeth. I've had a whitened. No, everyone says this.
You're lying.
No, these are my teeth.
And this was our colour to surprise Chris Childs with his driveway. Sorrento from Resin Mill. It was absolutely delicious. Look how good that looks. It looks incredible. And it went in amazing. I cannot wait to do more and more of these drives, as you can see from my wonderful dancing. And if you're in the trade and you want to learn more about resin, I will put all the details in the description below.
What's going on now is I'm just watching Matt do his thing. Matt's a little bit tense at the minute because he wants to get this little bit done because I took too long on the step. No,
Not just that. This is a crucial bit now because I thought I was starting over there quicker. Now I can't because we took too long on the step.
Yeah.
So I've got to start here, and this is a bit of messing about.
Yeah.
So I keep having to add 6 inch of fresh material to that to keep it live.
Keep it alive, yeah. And why is it important to keep it alive? Because I'm sure you don't get a cold joint. And then it leaves a mark in the resin.
We don't do cold joints. We can't have cold joints.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why we're doing it here. And for those of you that don't know what a cold joint is, when you've left the resin too long, it goes off. Then when you put the new resin on, you can see a line through it, and they call that a cold joint. There's no way of warming it up, I've asked. On average, what would be the most you could earn in a day?
Once, it was a really good week, and sun was shining, resin was flowing.
And it was your
mates.
mates.
The perfect job. And I made £350 in a week.
350 quid in a week?
In 1 week.
What did you do with all your money?
Still got it. Money's not for spending. That's a Yorkshire phrase, is that?
Maybe I need to tell Tina that.
She won't listen.
That joke's really funny because you'll all now think that Tina spends loads of money. In reality,
she's quite frugal.
She's quite frugal. No, she's not. She saves. She's a saver. She's a saver, artist. She's a keeper.
So just on them training courses, I am going to be doing one myself with Resin Mill on the 20th of March, including a social media masterclass. Jack will put all the details in the description below. As for this job, it's starting to look pretty good, isn't it?
We're on the last little stretch now, and as you can see, it looks absolutely delicious. Absolutely beautiful. Sorrento. Definitely a colour I'd consider at my new house, because I don't know if you can pick up on camera, it's got a very nice glitter to it. It's not got glitter in it, it's just the chamfer of the stones, but it looks incredible. Not got a clue who that is, but someone said hello. Hello! So we're just getting the last little bit of the power float complete. All the edges are done, all the resin is in. Let's take a look at how this journey started.
Now, what started off in November last year, only 4 months ago, as a dream to transform gardens and driveways up and down the country has finally started to pay off. And that is because of you. All your likes, shares, comments really do help out. And a big shout out to our YouTube members, because your membership really does help us in these builds. We could not do it without you. And if you are watching this video and you're not a subscriber, please do tap it, because it really does go a long way. Now, as for this job, is it one of my bests? Yeah, it probably is. I've absolutely loved it, and I couldn't have done it without the Resin Mill and Matt, who is now one of my best mates. More importantly, let's talk about the budget.
So I've had the full breakdown from Tina, and it worked out at £9,288 of what it's actually cost us to transform this garden, which is, you think it might be under budget, but once we add on like the price in regards to like company profit, all the bits and bobs like that, you're looking at around £13,000 plus VAT. So plus 20% gives us £15,600 is what you would charge, a company would charge to be able to do this driveway. The fact that it's cost us over £9,000 to do this job shows how much time and energy and money goes into these free projects. And don't forget, if you would like a free driveway or a free garden, let us know in the comments below. Make sure you're sharing this video out to as many people as possible. Now, let's go and get the lovely couple and see what they think of their brand new drive.
I know.
Let's get the lovely couple. Are you nervous? I know I am. I say this every time, I'm so nervous. Before you have a little look, can you describe what your front garden looked like before we come?
Terrible. It was a patchwork of concrete. It was, filled in the gaps with gravel. It was, horrendous.
Before I reveal it, I just want to say a massive thank you to these guys, because without them, I could not have done this, not in the time. Massive thank you to them. Massive thank you to Resin Mill, the sponsor on this one. Are you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, have a look.
Jesus Christ. I can't believe the size of it.
It's huge, isn't it?
It's massive.
It's absolutely huge.
Yeah. It does. It looks unbelievable. I mean, it's Sorrento, isn't it?
Sorrento, yeah.
It's so nice.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I mean, next thing's going to be gates. Stop everybody parking on it. Keep it nice. Keep it nice and fresh.
You've got to get some gates, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No worries.
Honestly, thank you so much.
No worries.
Thank you.
Cheers, buddy.
And cheers, love. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Ooh, thanks very much, man. Honestly, unbelievable.
Should never hook sticky resin then.
Yeah. This one looks absolutely incredible. A massive shout out to everyone that's helped me on this project. The people that have watched it, if you have enjoyed it, please let us know in the comments. If you want to be part of something like this, please express your interest in the comments below. Lots of love. I'll see you on the next one.